respectfully, we don't need men to do more domestic chores. We need men to make more money. I don't care if he knows how to take out the trash and unpack a dishwasher, and then, the whole like gender role debate. Men can do all these things too. I don't even care about that. I need you to make more money so that I can take a break. That is more important to me than you taking out the trash. Okay? I know I'm not alone in my thinking, because women are tired. Women are tired, and unfortunately we've gone down this rabbit hole of like, men need to help more around the house, and so that the woman can have the full-time job and she can do all these things that she wants to do. Great. But you know what's even better? Is if that woman could take ample time off when she has a baby, so she doesn't have to rush back. In the United States, American women work too hard. They'll get like a 6 and 8 week kind of a standard. I know things have increased over the years, but like some of that time that they take off after baby is unpaid, right? They have to go right back to work. Their money is needed in the house. The house doesn't survive without her income, and she has to raise the baby. She has to recover from having said child. Her body's not even fully recovered yet. So I don't care that, he knows how to fix and change a light bulb. Make more money so that...
What we see here, we see a lot of women are tired. A lot of women want their men now to just make money, because the feminist movement got the women all messed up. The feminist movement told the women that you should be working. You can do the same thing as a man. And the thing is, what women are starting to understand, they're not built for that. It wears them down. They get tired. But what happens with a lot of these women when they are working, they working. They get tired. They get burnt out. Then next you start seeing a lot of these women that are independent. Now they want the soft life. It's starting to come back around where women just want to depend on the man and just want him to work. The reason why we have a lot of feminine men is because of women. It's because women want men to be like them. Women want men to be more in the household instead of just going out there to work. That's what men were built for. Go get that bag, go get that money, and bring it back home to me. See, that's what happens when you have the feminist movement. When you can do everything a man can do. You can, but for how long? And what does that damage? Women have really lost the plot because they want to get their own money. They want to be independent. But that independence comes with a cost. You being tired, you being not able to spend time with your kids, you not being able to nurture your kids. All of those things come into play. So a lot of women are just telling men now, make money. I just want to be home, take care of what's at home. Because what women are starting to see is that work life is not the business. The business for women is that soft life. That life where you can be at home and you can take care of the things that you want to take care of and not what you have to take care of. That corporate life, that job is a trap for women. And it messes up everything. It messes up the whole order in the world, because the women shouldn't be working like that. They should be enjoying the family, nurturing, multipliers. That's what they are. A lot of women have forgot their purpose. They forgot what they were here to do. They weren't brought on this earth to work. They weren't. No matter what you tell me in the comments, women were not brought here to work. They were here to help and create and multiply and nurture. So a lot of these women now are just tired of working because they see the years and years that they put into it, it's not worth it. What have they gained? You may have gained some money, but what have you really gained? Nothing really. You're never at home. You're always working. You're tired. You're stressed out, messing with your hormones. It's a bigger deal on women than it is men. Men were built to come here to this earth to work, to hunt. This is what we're built for. This is what we're supposed to be doing. But too many of these women in the feminist movements told men, you need to be able to learn how to change a diaper or wash this or do this or do this. No, work. The main thing for men that they need to be doing is working. They need to be out that house and working and bringing home the money to the wife. That's the plot. But a lot of these women want to be the man, and they want the man to be the wife. This is the reason why you have so many feminine men.
Women can properly rest and recover or take a break when they need to, right? That's why women are so stressed. Compare women in America to other countries, and you'll say, oh, well, those men are, misogynistic, and the women don't have rights and all these kinds of things. Those women are pampered. They have help. They have drivers. They have maids and people that help them clean. They have grandparents that are around. Those women age differently. So if that the cost of that is that maybe their husband is in charge of the finances, right? That's the culture. But that woman actually can live life in a peaceful manner, right? In the United States, it's almost like we've been gaslit into thinking that if that type of culture is in place, that it's wrong.
You guys, women have definitely been gaslit. Because what happens is a woman is stressed. She has hormone problems. She has tough for her to have a baby because of stress. So what does that do? That makes money for numerous industries, right? The woman's not supposed to be working like that. She's not, because it's a detriment to her health. That's the reason why you see a lot of women in different countries way happier. They look at women here and they're like, they living a great life. You guys think it's somebody's controlling them. No, it's a man making their life easier, giving them what they want, not forcing them to work, not dependent on them to work. See, that's why women need to take a step back and understand, if you want to live forever, if you want to live a good life, if you want to live a stress-free life, don't work. Make sure your man is making money. Stop making your man a woman. Stop putting pressure on men to do things that you do. His number one goal should be make that money.
It's only wrong to the extent that it becomes abuse. If it becomes abuse, then it's wrong. But you know what else is abusive? A man that uses and takes advantage of a woman, even if she does have freedoms to work. Now you'll have abuse coming in a different form, where sometimes a guy won't work, or he'll just jump around from job to job because she's there. They have a second income, right? Or he ruins her financially, spends up all of her money, makes terrible, poor financial decisions. Or better yet, because they can just walk away from a child, right? In some cultures, you get a woman pregnant, you marry her. Not in the United States, right? Because we've always said women can do things by themselves, right? That's why men are walking away. They're like, okay, great, do it.
Yeah, men ain't dealing with a lot of these women. These women that had the independent attitude, these women that say, I don't need men. Now men are not even trying anymore to talk to those women. They're leaving them alone. So then those same women be like, men don't want to date me. Well, what you putting out there is that you don't need a man. So these men are just like, well, they's telling me they don't need us, so I don't need you. And that's where you have that divide. It's because of the attitude of women.
So you've created more work for women. You've created stressed out American women. And we're all seeing the effects of that. So you have to be careful walking in behind people who put these policies, they mobilize these things that sound so great, but they haven't thought through how that's going to truly impact and what that outcome is going to look like. And now that we have all these overworked, stressed out women who are doing it all, how do you help them? What are we doing to help them?
Not doing anything to help them. They stressed out, then they grow up, they become old and bitter, then they start hating the world. It's because they've been worn out. It's because they've been working too much. It's because they've been told to be independent. The feminist movement has really ruined women. I'm telling you, a lot. Women shouldn't be working like that. They shouldn't be. They should be enjoying a way better life, a comfortable life. But they need to be putting pressure more, not on what a man has, but on his ability to work. He needs to be working. That's what men are made for. Work, work, work. Let me know your thoughts about this in comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's all you can do. Just think rocket. Tap into the No Filter Morning Show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.